Now I'm going to read this word for word so I'm not misquoting anyone. It's a little counterintuitive, but 0.015625 in this context really does match CSGO 128 tick for time between presses. The reason is basically because in CSGO, if you press the jump button on one tick, the game would ignore it on the next tick, except to remember that you pressed it again. That's why when you use mouse wheel to bunny hop, you'll not jump at all and instead will just land and strafe. The earliest in the tick that you could press the jump button was the first frame of that tick, and basically at the beginning of that frame. The soonest you would be able to press the jump button again and the game would consider trying to jump was not in tick 1 but in tick 2, which is 2 times 1 divided by 128, or 0.015625. In CSGO, to hit a perfect bunny hop, you have to hit the plus jump and the minus jump on the correct tick. What he's saying is essentially right, but let me actually explain the math to you. Ooh, hold on. My brain is cooking right now. Black line represents subtick. There's no ticks. So we say CS2, and this is go. I'm gonna say 64. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just, put X amount of lines. Let's call this 64 tick. Each line is a tick. So in CSGO, let's say, I wanted to B hop. I inputted plus jump. I clicked jump on my keyboard or even my mouse. You would then get minus jump right here. If this is 64 tick, the time between these ticks is 0.015625. This is go again, but now we have 128 tick. This time is a lot more lines, right? Yet again, same example. Right here, I just use this tick is right here. Plus jump. And that is on this tick right here. That means on this tick right here, there would be minus jump. Plus jump, minus jump, plus jump. So you know that on 128 tick, you can input this every 0.0078125. Let's look at CS2 now. Now there's no ticks, right? There's no ticks on CS2. By the way, each of these lines are 1 second. I don't know if that made sense. CS2, this is 1 second, but there's no ticks, right? So when do you jump? You jump when you hit the ground. Let's say you hit the ground right here. You would input plus jump. Now let's say we limit the amount of time before you can press jump again, which is jump spam. In 0.015625 seconds, you will be able to now input another jump. But now we have the dilemma. Where is minus jump? Whenever you input plus jump, you get a minus jump. So let's say the correct B hop was right here. And this is not a tick, by the way. This is just a dot. This is just, a timeline, so you can see that this is when I'm going to land and this is when I'm going to hit my B hop. This is the jump, but let's say I inputted my plus jump on scroll wheel right here. So this is the time I was supposed to press plus jump, but I pressed it right here. So my game cannot read another plus jump for 0.015 seconds. So during this time, I get another plus jump after when I was supposed to land. And guess what gets inputted right here? Minus jump. That's why when you use mouse wheel to bunny hop, you'll not jump at all and instead will just land and strafe. The difference between CSGO and CS2 is that in CSGO, if I input plus jump right here, it will be on this tick. If you try to B hop in CSGO, you will never not jump. That brings me to my next point. In CS2, you can essentially unsubtick command. So in CS2, you're shooting, all that is on subtick. So when you click, that's when it happens, and that's when the server will get your shot, I guess. I don't know how the fuck that shit works. All right, I'm just talking about from a movement aspects. So now if we can get CS2 with ticks, because they locked the client to 64 ticks. So I'm going to make a 64 tick graph. So now if you just use the regular setting in the game, your jump will look like this. But if you desubtick it, you go in here and you create an autoexec. And this is all that's in my autoexec. That's it. Plus jump, minus jump. Now, I don't know why when you do that, it desubticks it. And I'm going to try my best to show you how this works. If I bind this to M wheel down, you'll see that when I B hop, it's just add. First of all, I'm B hopping just like how I would B hop in CSGO. And you see that like right there, I didn't even jump, but I'm getting some delay. This is, the minus jump coming in. So you see sometimes when I scroll, When I scroll a lot, you know, the game is having trouble figuring out whether I'm plus jump or minus jump. But it's like sometimes I'm like landing and, you know, jumping afterwards. Now, if I change the jump spam command to 0, oh, let me actually look at the screen. Now, let me wait for the round to restart. Now that it's on 0, b-hopping is extremely easy now. You essentially hit one every other try or every try. A while back, this is how it was in the game. You could b-hop just like this, and then they nerfed it like pretty fast. You know, you could go crazy. But if I do this command, I'm going to bind my mouse wheel down to that autoexec. So every time I press scroll wheel down, it executes that autoexec, and for some reason, it's not subject. So I'm going to change jump spam back to 0.015625. And now I'm going to try and b-hop. And you can see I'm already a lot more consistent. For anyone that thinks this is placebo, you're just bad. I don't know how to tell you this. Like, if you cannot tell the difference between this while b-hopping, you're just bad. I don't know what to tell you. Don't care how many hours you have. This makes b-hopping, even on jump spam, that much easier. You can see I'm still on the default command. It's not 0, but all I did was change my, you know, autoexec, and that made my jump button non-subject no more. They'll probably fix it. Probably. You know, eventually it'll just be another version. It'll be like say commands. I don't fucking know. It'll be some bullshit. Now let me go back to my example. Just to kind of wrap it up, just so you know it makes the most sense. So in cs2, when I desubtick my commands, this is where I'm supposed to land at. If it's not subtick and I jump right here, it will go on this tick. That's how ticks work. So then if you press plus jump right here on this right here, it will be on this tick. For minus jump is on this tick. So now we have 0.015625, but because it's not on ticks, because it is on ticks, sorry, it's not sub tick. Now it actually makes sense. You get the difference between this 0.015625 and why this one works more than the cs2 with, you know, subtick. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully when I edit it all, it actually makes sense. This recording is literally 45 minutes. Now we have this problem in the community where if you don't have this exec autoexec, like if you don't have this plus jump minus jump, you just suck. You can't b-hop. That's gonna be it for me though, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.